Hi, this is Jill from Gilbert's Bits of Bites, and for our coordinated collection this time, we've had some challenges. Tawny was asking us to, come up with some challenges, and one of mine, the one I came up with, is how to use your mask or a mask in place of a splat. Now, there's sometimes you can't find a splat, and a splat is just a painty, scribbly thing. Anyway, was what I showed in one of my examples, and I'm going to show you how to recreate what I did here. So let's get started. And excuse me, my allergies are bad, so if I'm too snuffy, I apologize in advance. Anyway, there's the paper. And then I used a mask. Let's come over here. Mask 4, I think it was I used on that other one. I could look, but I'm too lazy. Come over there, bring the mask in. Now what I did is I created a layer, excuse me, and I brushed it. I used one of my watercolor brushes, and these colors here, this is the palette that was used to create this particular collection. And let's I don't know what I want. I just start pouncing on it. Like I said, it's a painty thing. Doesn't matter, it's going to be something that's in the back, right? Except that I like more purple. Okay, well, I'll leave it well enough alone. Okay, so that's the mask. And so the next thing I did though, because I keep trying different things. That's the beauty about using Photoshop is that you can undo. If I do it in person, painting it with manually, I don't have an undo. So I love Photoshop. Anyway, so what I did is I wanted to add a few more things. And what I added stamps, and as to show you something, this is my trick. I don't always load my stamps and my brushes in. I've got so many already, and if I'm just doing it, let's say for this layout, one or two layouts, it isn't worth it for me to put it in there and then I have to take it out because I'm lazy. Anyway, what I do is I come in and I use the pings, and in this case I used the flower with the little ladybug. And like I did with the mask, I brought it in, but then I clipped to it. Um, let's see, was that what I used? Here, you can see that a little more. Come down here, and then we want to do this stem. Okay, so it's not real obvious what it is, but it's right there. I can bring it over a little more. And once again, because I like to keep adding things, I have some butterflies. And again, a clip and hair and paint. What am I going to paint? I'll do some light blue. If I can find the brush. Things aren't working. It's not as simple, when you go back in and try to recreate some of these things. Anyway, so there you go. That's my splat, my painty, scribbly, whatever thing. Anyway, so what I do then so I can keep everything together is group them. I can't stand too many layers that I have to look at and find out where I am. So the next thing I did is that if you buy all 8 of my products, in other words, buy the collection, I have some clusters for you. And so to make it real quick and easy, come over here, let's see, clusters. And I have one I use that's, it's already shadowed. You get these both in a shadowed and non-shadowed version, but you have to buy all 8. You can only get it through the collection. So there you go. There's my frame. And one thing I like to do, because I like to be able to, adjust a frame around, a photo around, take the marquee tool. You see I've added this layer here. And back behind, I just fill it. Doesn't matter what color. I just fill it in there. That way I can add a photo and I can move it around. But what I also do here is I lock the two together. So as you see, if I just come down up here and try to move the frame, the mat behind it that I have to clip to goes with it. Anyway, I can't find my photo. It disappeared on me, so we'll just have to pretend I've got a photo in there. So you see, I can take all these things. That's the beauty of not having too many layers. I can grab things quickly and kind of move them around. So I came in then. I thought, oh, gee, I need some word art. So naturally, in my collection, we have word art. Hope my voice lasts through the end of this. Okay, and bring it in. Follow your bliss. And like I did with the ones up above, this one I didn't really paint, I just filled it. And there's my pink there. And there you go. I mean, that's a really quick layout, and it has some stuff back behind it. But I sound like one of these telemarketers, not telemarketers, what do they call them? Late night advertisers say, but wait, there's more for $19.99. Anyway, I wanted to see what this would look like because it's just all up above. I need something down around in here. So let's get back in here. And I actually went into my elements and got a real splat. Anyway, so I brought that in. And I didn't want that over there. I didn't want to, well, let's see. I just flipped it horizontal. And I put it back behind everything. In fact, I need to move it back behind the word art. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't go over the word art. But I brought that in. And see, I brought that down there and I went, oh, well, let's take my, I accept that, but let's take my frame and move it up a little bit more. So I can have it up there. Oh, I'm sorry. And I took my words, moved them up. And there you go. And that's using a mask and making a splat. So I can't wait to see your works of art. Have fun with it and keep experimenting because it's real easy. You can just do an undo if you don't like it. Thanks so much for listening to me. Blabber away. Bye.